channel, and today we are going to do a little bit of a different video. I decided to combine my Ipsy bag and my Sephora Playbox together into one video, and I'm going to call it Battle of the Bags, and we're going to see what we got in each bag, and then at the end of the video I'm going to tell you which bag I prefer for the month. First, I'm going to show you the Ipsy bag, and it looks like this. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's like the silver holographic background, and these are supposed to be little, I don't know if you can see them, these are supposed to be little umbrellas, and it says Ipsy right here, and then there's nothing on the back. And then this is the Sephora play bag. All the play bags come in this little cloth drawstring type bag, and this month it has the popsicle on it with the lips, and it says Sephora play right here. Right off the bat, my favorite bag is the Ipsy bag, just because it's holographic and a little bit more colorful, and you get a different design every month. This one is just, you know, a little bag. And then in our, let's start off with our Ipsy bag. In your Ipsy bag, you do get a card. This one says Hot Summer Nights, and then on the back, it tells you to go on their app, and it shows you like different tips, like what you get in your bag, tutorials on how to use them, and lookbooks and things like that. Again, I wish Ipsy put what you got in the bag on the card and a little bit more info on it, but even the app doesn't have that much of what the product actually does, and that's a little bit disappointing. So let's move on to actually what's in the bag. Oh, and just FYI, I'm not wearing any makeup. I got off of work and I didn't feel like putting on a face, so if you don't like it, don't watch it. Okay, and moving back on to the bag. The first product in the bag is not really a product, but it's a brush. I got one of these type of brushes last month. Actually, no, it was a double-ended brush that I got last month, but the month before that, I got a flat shader brush. This one is by the company Vasanti, and this retails for $21, but right now, if you use the code Vasanti Ipsy 30, and I'll put it right here so you don't forget, and then I'll link it down below, you get 30% off of these brushes. They're good quality brushes. This is just like a flat shader brush. It says that it's for eyeshadow, but this one's kind of big for my eye. It's good for packing on product, but I could see this being used more as like a little concealer brush for like right under your eye and like your nose area. It is just a little bit too big for my eyes, but this is full size. This does cover the cost of the bag, but there was a blending brush that you could have gotten, and I wish I would have gotten that instead. But what can you do? The next product is this Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Volume Mascara. This is the box that they sent it in. The full product is 0.29 ounces, and the one that you get sent is 0.08 ounces. For a full-size tube of this mascara, it costs you, can you see that? This will cost you $25. Again, I'm tired of getting mascaras. I've gotten one, I think, last month or the month before, which is not horrible. This would be good to like bring in your bag, like if you're going on a trip or whatever, but it's also not that great if it's not your favorite kind of mascara. It is more of a, I don't know if you can see this, like a stringy formula. It is a thicker consistency formula, and the brush, I'm not really a fan of the brush. to be quite honest. It looks kind of stiff and it's not real flexible, you know what I'm saying? Okay, then I was pretty excited about this. This is the Ofra lip liner. This is a full-size product. You could have either gotten this one, which is the color Silk, and then another color, I don't remember. But this is what it looks like. This retails for $13. This actually is really nice. I used it as a lip liner over the weekend and it worked really nice. This is more of like a natural. This is more of a natural pink. It is on the cooler tone. It's coming off a lot more nudie than it is in person. It's a little bit more brighter. But I do actually really like this, so I was pretty excited about this. One of the products that you could have gotten was the new Benefit Brow something pomade, and I'm really upset that I didn't get that. But the next thing is this EVA NYC Get Glossed Hair Serum. A full-size bottle of this is 1.7 ounces, and it will run you $14.99. I have used this brand before. I've used their deep conditioner that comes in a pot, and it did work really nice. I've never used this before, and I didn't get a chance to use it before I filmed this video, and that's what I usually do. I usually try as many products in the bags and the boxes as possible so I can give a good review on it. But I'm just gonna smell this and see what it smells like, just because I feel like hair serums are kind of all the same no matter what brand it is. It has a nice smell to it. It smells just like the deep conditioner that I had. It's just a hair serum. I mean, there's nothing great about that. The last item in the bag, I do have a bonus item, and I'll talk about bonus items in a minute, but I got the Meet Matte Trimony Matte Eyeshadow. This is in the color Matte Kumar, and this is what he looks like. And this is the color. You could have gotten this color in another color. I don't remember the other color. But this is a cranberry matte red shade. I'll swatch it. This is with me swatching it twice. I used this again over the weekend when I received my box, and I liked it. It was nice. It's good for your outer V or whatever, but you want to make sure that you use a blending brush because a lot of product kicked off on this, which isn't a bad thing. The only thing about this is this comes in a set. Not really a set. It comes in a palette, and it's part of the Bombs Meet Matte palette, and it runs for $42. So you just can't really go out and buy this one shade or one shade out the thing. So yeah, that's the only downfall, that if you really like this color, you would have to go buy the palette or maybe find something similar. And then the last thing I received is my bonus item, and how bonus items work is you, when you do your reviews, when you allow the app to post on Twitter or Facebook with your reviews, you get points. You also get points for, when you refer a friend, you get like 250 points. And there are different categories, and in the categories, there's like one worth 100 points, 250, and so on. And I got the Brio Geo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This has no parabens, silicones, or I don't know how to say that word, but you get 1 ounce of this, and I got this in my Sephora play box a couple months back, and I really like this. This helped my split ends, and it was very smooth, and it smells really nice. The only problem is a full size, you get it in a jar, and the jar is $38, and I thought, well, hey, if I can get a little sample again for free, I'm gonna do it and buy it until I finally decide to break down and buy the $38 jar. But this, the bonus item, and everything I got in my Ipsy bag. Overall, I'm not gonna say totally unhappy with my bag, but again, I'm gonna go to my app, I'm gonna review the products, and I'm gonna give the products I don't like or I don't want to receive a very low rating, so hopefully I don't get them. Like the hair serum, least favorite out of the entire bag was the hair serum. My favorite thing in the bag is obviously my hair stuff, but since this was a freebie, I'm gonna not include that. And I'm gonna say the lip liner just because I liked it and it was really nice. So now we're going to put this to the side and we're going to move on to our Sephora play bag. And again, this is what it looks like: the popsicle, the lippy, and the Sephora play. And the first thing we are going to talk about, well, first off, let's talk about this. Every month with the Sephora Play, you get this Beauty Insider card, and what this does is you can trade it in for expert advice. But let's be real, when you go to Sephora and you talk to one of the employees there, they should help you anyways. You shouldn't need a card to talk to them and get their advice. But you can do that, or you can trade it in for 50 extra Beauty Insider points. And what that means is the little samples they have at the checkout counter, those are worth points. Like right now I have like 300 points. If I would go in and give them this card, I would have 350, and then I can get some samples for free. But this is really informative because unlike the Ipsy one that has no information about the products, this comes with a full on like poster pamphlet type thing. It has all the products that you're gonna get in the box this month. It has what they do and different tips. The only thing it does not have is the price, which I'm okay with, because when you go on the app itself, it shows you what you're gonna receive, and then it shows you how much the product is if you want to add it to your basket to buy later, and then you can press it and then it shows everything that it does, ingredients, everything like that. So that's why I really like this box. The first thing that we are going to look at is this We Hair Care Wave Spray, and this says it's a weightless texture mist for effortlessly chic undone hair, sodium chloride free. And I'm assuming what this does is, let me show you. I'm assuming what this does is whenever you have wet hair and you want like a beachy feel, you're going to spray it in there, scrunch it up, let it air dry, and you're supposed to have like beautiful waves or whatever. I'm going to try this out and I can let you know in a blog post or maybe in a video later on how I like it, because I do like texture sprays. It's just to find the right one that doesn't make my hair feel sticky and crunchy. Okay, and the next thing in our bag is this Nest. Oh, and did I tell you? No, I didn't. That wave spray, the one in your bag is a 1.7 fluid ounce sample. It's probably like a deluxe sample, but the full size is a 5-ounce bottle, and you get that for $26. And the next thing we have right here is this Nest fragrance, and let me just read a little bit about this because I'm going to be horrible at describing the scent. This is layers of fresh lotus flowers and fresia mingle with bright citrus and a base of precious woods. I did spray this on me earlier. It's a nice scent. I don't get the woodsy feel to it. It is florally, but it's a really light floral scent. Like, it's not overwhelming or anything like that. I kind of get a little bit of like honeysuckle or something. but not too much that it's overwhelming. It smells actually really nice. And for that, the Nest Citrine fragrance, you get 1.7 fluid ounces for $68 for a full-size bottle. And the next thing that we have in here is First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Deep Cleanser with red clay. Remove excess oils, unclog pores, and purify, safe for sensitive skin. I'm actually really excited to try this. I hear a lot of good things about this brand. I was going to try it before I started the video, but I totally forgot, so I will give you an update on this later. Obviously, because of the red clay. Hopefully this works because I do have oily skin and I do get a lot of acne, as you can tell, especially around here. Sometimes I get cystic acne, which is the acne that's underneath your skin. So this would be really helpful if it does work. And this actually is a pretty decent size product. This is probably a deluxe sample. This is actually 1 ounce. This, if you was to get it full size, you would get 4.7 ounces, and this would run you $24 for the big bottle. Our next item is this Smashbox Photo Finish Photo Foundation Primer, and it's the pore minimizing one. This I'm actually excited to try because a while back I got the Smashbox 24-hour eyelid primer, and I think I got that in my Ipsy bag, and I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. It's in a lot of my videos. So I'm hoping this works just as good as the eye primer. I will say this though, it is it's similar to the Professional, and I'm going to show you just a little bit on my hand. If you can see right here, this is what it looks like, and then when you blend it in, this is more of a matte. Like when you look at it, it looks matte. When you rub it in, it's still matte. Compared to the Professional, whenever you pour it out and it's real like liquidy, almost a little bit oily, and then when you rub it in, it's still just as oily. This is not like that. I haven't tried it on my face yet, but I feel like because it is a matte finish, that it's going to sit in my pores nicely and look like it's not adding any extra oil to my skin. Just because the Professional tends to break up on my face, like around here and in my forehead, but mostly in this area. And that's probably because I am oily, and then that's oily, and then it mixes, and it's not a good combination. So I'm excited to try this, and hopefully I love it just as much as the eye primer sample that I got. You get a full-size sample of 1 ounce for $39, and this sample size is 0.25 ounces. And then we have the, which, before I say anything, I have never tried this product before. I have tried the brand. I'm super excited that this was in the box just because I've been wanting to try this for a really long time. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer, and this is what the packaging looks like. The good thing about this sample is it's going to last me a really long time. So I probably won't ever have to buy the full size, except if I really like it, then obviously I will. But this is a decent size sample. It's coming off a little bit orangey on camera, and a little bit, maybe a little bit lighter than it is in person. But it smells like chocolate. It smells like a minty chocolate kind of. And this is in the color medium deep, which I'm not sure why I didn't get the light one, but it's not, I'm not complaining at all. This is what it looks like on my finger. So that's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. The full size, well, no. This one is 0.08 ounces. The full size product is 0.35 ounces, and it's gonna run you $30. The next thing, which is the final thing in my bag, I was really excited to see that it was in my bag just because it is it's worth the value of the bag. It is the Glittery by Beauty Blender. If you was to get this at the store, this would come in a plastic container. It would be like the same like thin thing like this. That's the only difference from getting this in your bag and then going out to the store and buying it, is that it comes in a cardboard container, so you would have to find a place to hold this. This is a full-size product. If you was to buy this in store, it's 20 bucks. And I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then we'll talk about it after. It comes with the beauty cleanser, the liquid version, which I'm excited to try this just because I've been considering either buying this or the solid. But what sucks is you only get like a little sample, so you can only like use it on like a couple brushes. But it's okay. And then this is what it looks like. And it's super thin. I don't know what I was expecting this to be, but this is not it at all. What I don't understand is, why would this be 20 bucks unless you're paying for packaging? Then I can maybe understand why it's 20, but a beauty blender, the beauty blender is 20 bucks and you get a full sponge. This is $20 and you get a sliver of a sponge. What this is supposed to do is, like, if you, instead of using blotting papers or like a brush throughout the day, you're supposed to take this out of its little pack and then go and pat it where you have oil buildup. But I mean, how many times can you use this before it's get full of your oily face stuff? I mean, I didn't think that when, for some reason I thought this was gonna be more of like a not so flimsy, I thought this was gonna be not sponge for sure. I don't know why I thought this was gonna be like silicone or plastic or something. I'm excited I got it in my bag because it's 20 bucks and my bag is 10, but I'm a little disappointed that it's just a sliver of a sponge. That's the last thing in my Sephora play bag. We're gonna go over the value of each bag, and then I'm gonna tell you which one I liked more this month. The Ipsy bag, we have 5 products in the bag every month. I did get a bonus item because I turned in some of my points, but without that item, the total value of the bag, if you was to get everything full size, it would be $115. Really, the only 2 full-size items we got in this bag this month was the lip liner and the brush, and those do exceed the amount of the bag, which is $10. In our Sephora play box bag, we got 6 items this month. You usually get in between 5 and 6. I think last month I got 5, but we had 6 items with the total value being $207. You do get pretty decent size samples in this box, well, in the bag, but just the Glittery by itself being $20 is 2 bags right there. So overall, value-wise, you do get a better deal from your Sephora play bag. Value-wise, Sephora wins, and for my personal preference for bags, the style of the bag, Ipsy wins because it's way more shiny and there's a zipper, and I love zipper pouches compared to this drawstring that could open. This could get really dirty. For overall, my favorite bag of the month is the Sephora play bag, just because I liked the majority of the products that I got in it. I'm gonna use most of the products that I got in my bag. The only downside to the play box is everybody usually gets the same thing, and there's no real quiz other than your skin type and skin tone and things like that, where Ipsy leaves a lot of room to play with what you get, and that can be a good and a bad thing just because you have tons of options that you don't get and you do get let down. So for the month of July, the winner will be the Sephora Play Bag. Woo! So excited. That's it for this video. If you like the mashup and the battle of the bags, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave comments down below on future videos that you'd like to see. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Thanks for watching and see you again next time.